Alright, welcome everyone. This is the third episode in flight instruction from rcheliresource.com. This episode is going to basically teach you how to do the rainbow. As the name suggests, it's basically an elongated tick-tock that takes the shape of a real-life rainbow. You see a lot of people do this. It's kind of not a transition maneuver, but something you pull off center stage, gets the crowd going when you get the tail nice and close to the ground. You can tighten it up into tick-tocks and just go off with your routine. Anyway, it's not that hard of a maneuver, but it really looks cool. So, what you're going to want to know to do it is, first off, be competent with all orientations. This includes hovering, inverted in, side in, nose in, side in, tail in, then upright, tail in, side in, nose in, side in, tail in. This is really important because you're going to, chances are you're going to be performing it in different orientations. You need to be comfortable because you're also going to be switching orientations, going from upright and inverted in it. You also want to be very comfortable moving the helicopter around because you move around a lot with this maneuver. And this goes for any other 3D maneuver. Because if you skip steps and say, oh, well, I don't know nose in, but I'll still try it anyway, you're just going to get stuck. You're going to have a hard time recovering from the maneuver. And you're going to have to go back and learn it again. It's just not worth it. You got to do it right the first time and learn everything. So to start this maneuver off, you're going to learn it the same way we learned the tick-tock in Lesson 2. How we do this: start about 20 feet off to your left in a stable upright hover and just pull it smoothly back with about half collective and half back cyclic and end in an inverted hover, And just steady it out, then push it back over with front cyclic, negative pitch, and level it. And just keep on doing that until you're comfortable with it. You will be shaky at first, getting used to the helicopter moving like this. But you'll eventually get comfortable and you'll be pulling it tighter to where you stop at about a 45-degree angle. And to get this nice stop, you're going to want to punch a pitch just a little to get the helicopter stop, and not so much that it looks erratic and it's not steady. And also notice that I'm not using much cyclic or collective to this maneuver. You can do it with about 75% collective and 50% cyclic. But of course, using different amount can get a different look out of the maneuver. It can be more jagged or it can be smoother. And of course, you can also make it a large maneuver where you take it to the whole field with a rainbow. And there's also quite a few ways you can expand upon the rainbow. One is the rolling rainbow, where you put a 180-degree aileron roll in the middle of the rainbow. And to do this, you kind of have to do a little stir. If you look at the stick right now, that's what I'm going to be doing here. And that's how you get that smooth transition down and it looks nice. So just watch here. Push it down, pull back, a little stir, push it down. Once you're comfortable with that, you can of course tighten it up and make it look like a normal rainbow, only with the roll in the middle. You're going to want to manage your collective and cyclic with this because it is a pretty demanding maneuver on the rotor head. Just be careful not to bog the head, because if you're vertical and you're rolling it and you bog it, well, it won't be very good. And also, just one little note here, you sometimes see people stopping it in the middle. If you don't know how to do that, all it is a little collective pitch pump like this. Not very difficult. Probably the most difficult version of this maneuver is the pirouetting rainbow. Pirouetting rainbow, just like any other pirouetting maneuver, consists of a cyclic stir, clockwise if you're pirouetting to the left, and counterclockwise if you're pirouetting to the right. Now, I really suggest learning some other pirouetting maneuver before you try the pirouetting rainbow, like a pirouetting flip, just to get the concept of how to use a cyclic stir to control the helicopter and move it around. So you might want to try doing some pirouetting flipping boxes, moving the helicopter around while pirouette flipping, to get an idea of how to use cyclic and collective to move the helicopter. And starting off the pirouetting rainbow, just do it the same way you do the regular rainbow. With a nice, comfortable pirouette, stir the cyclic with the low collective, and level off inverted. And push it back, level off upright. Pull it back, level off, push it back, level off. I wasn't being very consistent there with the pirouette, but you get the gist of it. Once you're comfortable with that movement, you can pull it nice and tight into a very cool little maneuver. It's pretty difficult. It took me a while to get this down. As you can see, you can widen it, make the maneuver climb, or turn it into a pirouette tick-tock. That just about wraps up this lesson on the rainbow. So be sure to check back in 2 weeks because we will have another video done by then.